I'm your host, Logan23. You're joining me for AME 3, Chapter 6, Ready, Set, I Do. Early the next morning. Jen, Adam, Derek crowd around the sitting room of your bedroom suite as you and Mackenzie fill them in on Vince's late-night activities. And there he was, selling lies about us to the trash mags. And based on the amount they offered him, they're paying him pretty well for them, too. Of all the low-down, dirty things to do, maybe, but it did work out for our favor. Thanks to the skeezy reporter, we know the next challenge is a relay. That's pretty good intel. The challenge events are like state secrets around here. Now we just need a way to turn the tide on Vince and Ivy. Personally, I think we should just tell the judges and rip the rug out from underneath that pompous punk. I want to wipe the smirk off Vince's face as much as anyone, but they just won't take our word for it. Well, then I guess we'll have to make them believe us. Fresh off last AME's media storm, it's not like AME can afford any more bad press. If only there were some way to raise the judge's suspicions of Vince enough for them to keep him on a short leash. Yeah, with all the judges keeping an eye on him, there's no way Vince would be able to retaliate. And he'd be forced to play a clean game just like the rest of us. Well, that's exactly what we'll do. Sounds like we got a plan. Make Vince look like a cheater. He is. Without making the judges think we have pocket aces. Jen checks her watch. If we're gonna do this, we need to go now. We only have so much time before the judges start filming their scenes. And this isn't exactly a conversation we want to have with AME's entire demographic. I guess it's now or never. Let's go. You and your crew charge out of the cottage, hurrying across the lawn to the mansion. There's plenty of ground to cover, so we'll have to split up, but remember the plan. We're not accusing Vince of anything, we just wanted to make the judges as suspicious as possible. But whatever you do, be subtle. We don't need Vince getting wind of this. You grip Mackenzie's hand as your wedding party divides itself into teams and set out to track the judges down. With all the personalities in this bunch, they could be anywhere. Where should we start? I think we should check the pool, hair and makeup, the production room. Let's try the pool. Chadley loves a good workout. Maybe they went for a swim? Let's give it a try. You and Mackenzie head for the backyard, step outside, and survey the pool area. Only to find Tegan and Lena alone on the patio. Tegan peeks at you mid-downward dog as Lena shoots glances from the pool, drink in hand. You too early. What? No pool at Chiz Lovebirds? Don't let our negative energy bother you. Join us. I brought a couple extra mats. We can work on our, Jajay breathing. Thanks, Tejan. We're here, looking for someone. Sometimes what you seek most has been inside you all along. All the judges are inside me? Because that's kind of kinky. Not really sure that's the case this time. Where to next, John? Yeah, I guess hair and makeup. Maybe they're still getting dolled up for the camera. Given all the makeup Carson wears, that'd be a smart bet. You and Mackenzie walk into the hair and makeup only find Fatima working on Yvette's hair. Ronan sits nearby wearing a face mask. Hey, hun. I didn't think I'd see you today. Filming hasn't started yet already, has it? No. We just wanted to pop in and say hi. Good. Because I farmed this algae and silicone mud mask all the way from Iceland, and I'd hate to have to waste it. We'll leave you to it. Come on, John. Are there no judges in this house whatsoever? Like, seriously, at this point. You and Mackenzie wander past the living room and you hear quiet sniffling. only to realize it's coming from Ivy. She faces the floor, her head in her hands. Pull it together, Ivy. Everything is riding on this. They're all counting on you. Preoccupied with listening in, you don't notice Mackenzie come in to stop in front of you and crash right into her. Oof. Immediately, Ivy's head snaps up to look around, and you grab Mackenzie and squeeze into a small alcove quietly. You touch your finger to your lips. Who's there? A moment passes, and the two of you remain silent. Finally, you hear a sigh and a click of heels walking away before you step out into the view. Who knew Ivy was having such a hard time? She is marrying Vince. Imagine signing up for a lifetime of that. All the more reason to find the judges. I think we should check the production room. They could be watching film on us to get ready for later. Pro athletes before a big game? Hey, it's worth a shot. You and Mackenzie poke your head into the production room, only to find Ren editing footage. They take their headphones off when they notice you in the doorway. You guys can't be in here. Omar would kill me if he knew about this. Sorry, we were just looking for the judges. But we can clearly see they're not here. We'll look somewhere else. You and Mackenzie close the door to the projection room and start down the hall. When you hear whispered voices coming your way. We shouldn't be meeting like this. There are eyes and ears everywhere. Vince rounds the corner in a quick thinking. You pull Mackenzie into the bathroom and shut the door before he can see you. Relax, I'm sure the crew is too busy filming Perfect John to care about us. Mackenzie meets your eyes and mouth Sierra. You nod quietly and brush your ear to the wood of the door even harder. You and I both know the cameras are the least of our worries. Huh, don't tell me you're already afraid of the little woman. Please, I've got her right where I want her. You struggle to hear them over the sounds of their footsteps walking away, until you can't hear anything at all. Mackenzie turns to you enraged. How arrogant do you have to be to meet your mistress with your fiancé under the same roof? Let's put an end to this. Come on. You and Mackenzie weave through the hall, searching until you hear voices. Sounds like Chadley. Yep, we're hot on their trail. They grow louder and louder until they lead you straight to the judges, Carson and Omar in the kitchen, scouring the cabinets for snacks. And then I maximize my dietary potential with 3 pounds of cod, 4 cups of rice, and a dozen eggs. Fascinating. And is that what keeps your hair so thick? Because I've been testing certain follicle supplements and... Grab your knuckles, lightly on the counter, drawing the judge's attention. Excuse us. We don't mean to interrupt. No, please, continue with your follicle talk. Nonsense! There's something about being around a couple in love that gives me butterflies. What brings you two by? Tired of the love nest already? Mackenzie gives your shoulder a gentle squeeze and whispers in your ear. Remember, be subtle. Right. Wow, that's real subtle. How long's AMV or Vince been selling an AMV cigarette? We just wanted to ask you to keep Vince off our side of the beach. Judge exchanged confused looks. What do you mean, John? We don't want to stir up any trouble, but last night we saw Vince walking across our lawn in the middle of the night. We ended up following him to see what he was up to, and we overheard him talking to someone about the next challenge. Damn it, just what the hell is he up to? We didn't want to ruin your free time, we just thought you should know. Calm down, Omar. All that anger is causing you under-eye wrinkles. Don't tell me to calm down. I've been working here all night. I'm tired. The crew can hear my stomach growling through my headset. Well, if you're hungry, we have plenty to eat at our house, Omar. Yeah, why don't we all head back there and have brunch together? It would be a great opportunity for some candid footage. And we can give you some tips for the challenge. Penny shoots Chadley a stern look, and Lance Alien nudges him with an elbow. Or none. I say it's time we host our first get-together as a couple. What do you think, John? Brunch is served. Invite the judges back to snap a hint or two about the upcoming challenge in this exclusive scene. Come, Pikachu, let's go. It's Chadley. Let's go.
Pikachu.
Who's ready for waffles? Oh, I don't mind if I do. Lead the way. Together, you and Mackenzie slip out the back door and lead the judges to your cottage. By the time you arrive, AME crew members have loaded the kitchen full of English breakfast buffet and savory brunch items. Your remaining crew members linger, testing the lighting and framing out the camera shots. I'm sure they're also hungry too. Those look delicious, and you whipped it together so fast. The first rule of producing is keep your leads happy. If you say impromptu brunch, I say right on, especially if I'm invited. But I'm not the one who should be smoozing with. Go get in with the judges' good graces. Omar excuses himself to finalize the setup and snag some bacon. Mackenzie winks at you. Let's do this. Let's save Chadley for... Let's just get this out of the way. You and Mackenzie spot Chadley at the breakfast nook, scarfing down eggs by the fork while you sit down across from him, and Mackenzie drapes her arm over your shoulders, pulling you in close. Chadley, shouldn't you slow down to chew? Or at least breathe? Can't stop. The fasting part of my diet starts in 2 minutes. Watch as Chadley keeps eating. Wow. Waffles, more food. Where's he putting all the... Until his plate is empty. When he finally looks up, he spies Mackenzie's arm around you and smiles. You know, you two are pretty lucky. You get to do the life together thing forever. That's intense stuff. Forever and intense are pretty good descriptions of marriage, but I think we're ready. I don't know how you do it, and during season 3, my relationship wasn't even real, and it was just super hard. Wait, you were in a showmance? I had no idea. I thought you two were so in love. A lot of people sailed our ship, but it was all for a movie. It's just as well. We never had a moment of peace from the press. It would have torn us apart. We know what you mean. The paparazzi swarmed this place last season. And as wild as it was, the experience taught me that just because I'm a TV personality doesn't mean every moment has to be on the public. Now, I keep some things personal just for me and that special someone. I'm glad that didn't let such a bad experience change your entire outlook. Well, when life gives you a challenge, you just have to grab it and run with it. Kelly gives you a wink, and you and Mackenzie thank him for his advice before standing to look around the room. Let's go with Lancelian. Lancelian reclines lazily in an armchair as you and Mackenzie approach. Ah, les fiancés, how are you finding the soon-to-be married life? No complaints here. We couldn't be happier. Lancelian eyes your outfit. It's fresh off the runway as you look. I expected nonetheless. What do you mean? Style is an important aspect of marriage, John. If I could give you any advice at all, Oh, but there I go again. Mettez mon grain de sel. I will keep my opinions to myself. We'd be happy to hear what you think. If anyone knows the importance of style, it's you. Well, if only both of our lead couples believe that Vince and Ivy have asked me to put a sock in it. Oh, well, that doesn't surprise me at all. Vince and Ivy wouldn't know style if it bit them. Or, finding their groove, wouldn't know if style bit them. May I exhibit Vince's perm. Personal style choices aside. We're not, Vince or Ivy. We know a successful relationship takes a village, and we'll take any help we can get. Yes, well, I'm starting to see that very well. Style is important because the clothes we wear speak the words our mouths do not. So I'm poor and homeless, pretty much, which explains the 16 to 17-year-old hoodie I'm wearing. A fashionable outfit may say, I crave your attention, while a comfortable one may mean I need your support. Shit, I need a lot of support then. Learning to judge your spouse's mood from clothes she wears would be a valuable lifelong skill. We'll be sure to remember that. Anything else? Lancelian thinks for a moment before smiling mischievously. His eyes. He eyes the camera, trained on the three of you, and speaks carefully. Actually, yes. Not everything requires a firm hand. Some things only need a gentle toss. So run with it and toss. Got it? In marriage? Marriage, love, and other challenges. Gives you a subtle but pointed wink. Thanks, Lozillian. We'll keep that in mind. You and Mackenzie find Penny on the front porch, watching as the tide rolls in. She smiles as you approach, hand in hand. I was just about to grab you two for a chat. I wanted to talk wedding planning. Well, let me guess, you have a fabulous ideas you want to lay on us. I'm not sure how much more we can take. It took us forever to make decisions that we already made. Well, I wouldn't dream of coming between you and your vision. I just wanted to see how things are going. Weddings can be hectic, and it helps to have an outside perspective. Mackenzie always helps me keep my head on straight, and but the goings get tough. We know that we can count on Derek, Jen, Mackenzie. Okay, I'll go with Jen. She's the strongest, most caring person we know, and we wouldn't have gotten this far without her. You two have built a wonderful support system. It's a great sign for a long-lasting marriage. You sound pretty sure. Just how confident are you? Nothing's ever set in stone, but I usually tell who's going to make it down the aisle, stay there, and who won't. She shoots a pointed glance across the beach at Vince and Ivy's cottage in the distance. Let's just say the other couples aren't nearly as lucky in love as you two are. Any ideas how to keep our ship on the right path? Love. Really, that's it? Yes, it actually is. It seems a pretty simple solution to such a heavy topic. Love brought you together, and it'll sustain you through anything as long as you never let the flames of passion die out. Thinking of each other will warm you in those hard times and keep your relationship cozy for years to come. Good to know. Thanks, Penny. Thinking of them tossing and running. Okay. Anything for young love, but don't let it hog up all your time. Go mingle. You and Mackenzie take her cue and excuse yourselves to find the other judge. Carson. You and Mackenzie find Carson posing for the camera in the background of the other judge's takes. Carson, what are you doing? I'm trying to soak up some camera time. 3 new judges means I get a 4th shot I usually get. If I spend too much of my off-screen, then they'll be brooming Chadley as the new face of AME, and before I know it, after last season's snafu, I don't want to give them any reason to replace me. Even after the chaos of last season, they'd have a hell of a time trying to fill your designer wingtips. Not to mention paying out your contract. You're not going anywhere because, at the end of the day, there's no show without you. You're like a stamp of authenticity. No cast member can call themselves America's Most Eligible unless Carson Stewart says it so first. It's like a rite of passage. You know what? You're right. They need me. I'm the gatekeeper of a dating eligibility, ushering in the new generation, or next generation, of American hotness. Considering all you two have been through, I feel like I watched you go from inexperienced caterpillars to eligible butterflies right before my eyes. Well, out of everyone here, you definitely know us best. You were there when our love story started. Though we probably shouldn't gloss over the fact that most of what we've been through was also because of you. And yet you've come out on the other side as strong as ever, because from the start you've had your friendship to lean on. I hope that no matter what you face, you always stay best friends first and spouses second. Reach for Mackenzie's hand and squeeze. I think we can do that. Good. Because you never know what kind of obstacles will be in your way, but together you can jump any hurdle. It sounds like we're going to be doing the goddamn Olympics at this point. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a candid pose I've been dying to try out. You and Mackenzie move aside to give Carson room to work. As brunch comes to a close, Penny lifts a glass of champagne and a toast. To the soon-be-weds. Here's hoping you don't ever get divorced, because that would suck. Thanks, Chadley. Thanks to you all. But, your advice was great. Our true love will carry us through. As long as we have each other, there's nothing we can't overcome. I can't wait to have a forever with you. You two are so cute, I could just die. Cut! I think that's everything we need. Let's tear down and drop the footage off to Ren in the editing bay, please. We'll let you get ready for the challenge, but good luck, you two. Gonna be rooting for you all as impartially as we can. Charm the judges over bunch. Thanks, Liz Zealing. The camera crew flies out in a hurry, and with a wave, the judges and Omar follow, leaving you and Mackenzie alone to prepare for the challenge ahead. We don't need to prepare for the challenge. Mackenzie, bedroom now! Later, Ren leads you and Mackenzie, Ivy, and Vince out to the beach with you, wedding parties for the next challenge. Sand and sun, here we come! When you arrive, you notice a series of stage checkpoints leading up to a finish line at the other end of the beach. Looks like we're having a relay race. It's finally my time to shine. A relay race? I haven't done one of these in years. Really, it's been since, like, middle school. I can't wait to get out there and get my blood pumping. Oh, sports have been known to do it. The endorphins, the adrenaline, it doesn't get much better than this. I don't know about that. I get just as many endorphins sitting on my butt kicking other people in theirs. It's true. It's very relaxing. Very cathartic. Either way, I'm excited. What a great surprise, Carson. This isn't all that we have in store for you today. Just wait until you hear what else I have up my sleeves. Oh man, you found them already? Found what already? Nothing? Not even 5 minutes in, and it's already total chaos. Today's gonna be insane. No, the way my abs glisten in the sunlight is insane. You're looking at definition of beach bod. Frankly, the camera just don't do it justice. Yeah. Big boobies, that's all I'm saying. It's literally the only reason you exist in this game, apparently. Let's just remember we're here to compete. Fun in the sun, we'll have to wait, okay? Why? It's not like any of you have any real competition. Or been in a competition, I get it. Haha, I made fun of him, though. Vincey, is that really necessary? The constant back and forth is draining, to say the least. They're the enemy, Ives. They can't stand the heat. They should stay off the beach. You know, if I grabbed you by the back of the head and drown you in the ocean, would anyone care? No. Sierra, Ivy has a point. We've already got a long day ahead of us. Pick and fight's really a good use of your energy. Why don't you worry about your energy and I'll worry about mine? My energy is self-sustaining. I'm pretty good. Regardless, I could have sworn I asked Vincey, not Sierra. I hate to interrupt all this senseless bickering, but we have a challenge to film. And I have to inspect the sleeves of every shirt I own. Can we move this along? Thought you'd never ask. Places, everybody. Cameras are rolling in 3, 2, 1. Alright, lovebirds, today's challenge would pit each couple against the trials you'll face on the road to your wedding day. You'll test your teamwork with a relay race, perfect your aim with a garter toss and fight cold feet in the ice pit. The wedding party that finishes the fastest will arrive at the wedding in style, courtesy of AME. Carson struts over to the covered easel and unveils a glossy poster board to reveal a helicopter. I mean, sure. Can you imagine parachuting in that from a helicopter? If everyone's watching, we might as well make an entrance, right? Is it me, or does that just sound stupid? You're going to be parachuting into your wedding. The other team will be stuck with a standard limo, so you can say this challenge is really important. Makes sense. Second place is simply the first to be defeated. Harsh, man. As a special twist, our soon-to-be weds will have the opportunity to extend their race time to participate in a heart token scavenge time for hunt. These tokens allow 3 of your party to bring a special +1, and they're sure to foster a good little goodwill on your team. Princess class, like offering a +1. I wouldn't mind having someone special on my arm. I've got friends that really know how to turn a party out. Wait, actually, hold on, give me a moment. So, I forgot he's even on our team. Is he? I don't know. Anyway, Everyone knows someone who's the life of the party, I guess. No better way to make our special day more memorable than that. We should definitely keep the heart tokens in mind. Are there any questions? Let's race. Such enthusiasm. First, who better to judge your martial woes than our judges? Please help welcome back Petey, Lancelian, and Chadley. You and the other contestants clap politely as the judges jog over to the stand at Carson's side. Oh, this race is gonna be a doozy. Of course, reminds me of a runway at my first fashion show. Back then, only the strongest of ankles survived. Wait, we have muscles in our ankles? That means I've been skipping ankle day for, like, ever. We're going to take a quick break and talk about ankle muscles. But when we come back, John and Mackenzie will kick things off with the relay race. Good. Nice job, everyone. Take 5 while we get set up. The camera crew floods the set in a frenzy as they begin to tear down and reposition the cameras. There's no time like the present to scout out what we're dealing with. Half of you come with me, the other half go with events. We'll define and conquer. Ivy and Mrs. Wedding Party divides themselves up in groups around either the bride or the groom. Ivy's group sets off and while Vince lingers. Not a bad idea. We should come up with a strategy, too. Alright, team. If we want to win this thing, we have to work together. Be sure to help each other out where you can, and don't feel pressured to go it alone. It may be a race, but the clock won't stop until we're all across the finish line. Do you honestly think that it'll be enough to beat me? You look over the sidelines to find Vince and his half of the wedding party lounging in the sand and drinking beers, their gaze squarely on you. Shouldn't you be coming up with your own plan instead of watching us? Haven't you realized focusing on you is my plan? While you're out there giving it your all, I'll be tweaking your strategy for success and capitalizing on your mistakes. Next to him, Sierra smirks and clinks the neck of her beer against his. It's almost too easy. Oh, by the way, I poisoned your beers. Enjoy! Either of you can reply, but Omar calls out to you. Camera's all set. John and Mackenzie, starting line, please. Vance shoots you a smug smile, and you bite your tongue before taking your place, shoulder to shoulder with your team. Omar gives a quick countdown, and cameras refocus on Carson. Which of our teams will arrive in style, and which will be rolling, Fox Boss? There's only one way to find out. You hold your breath, watching as Carson raises a striped racing flag. On your mark. Get set. He drops the flag with a snap. Go! You and your team hurry over to the first event and find a small track dug into the sand next to a pink bouquet. First team, John and Mackenzie will need to pass the bouquet from person to person to complete a full lap. Well, then we better get started. Quickly, you all claim your positions on the track, and Mackenzie launches into a sprint with the bouquet. Your eyes lock onto it as it changes hands. The bouquet. Until suddenly, Eden takes it and heads your way. Heads up, John. Wait, this must be what Chadley was talking about brunch. I need to grab the bouquet. This was your tip. Gotcha. Oh my god, this is stupid. In one liquid movement, you get a firm grasp around the stem of the bouquet and take off to complete the last segment of the lab. Nice handoff. It's all in the form. Uh-huh. Around the corner and sprint down the boardwalk, hearing the judges' commentary as you pass. John's nearing the obstacle course. Let's see how he handles it. It's gonna take some pretty quick thinking. Just ahead, you see a large rock in your path. There's something in the way. Carson said together, Mackenzie and I can jump any hurdles. Jump. This is boring. This is really boring when you pick a diamond choice. It's even more boring when you already know the choice. You know what, I'm done. You soar over the rock and land on the balls of your feet, never once breaking your stride. And now's that for quick thinking. Look at that hustle. Stop looking at my ass, Lancelian. You complete the segment and follow your wedding party to the next event before surveying the surroundings. Before you is a line in the sand and 10 lace garnets. 15 feet away, 5 wooden pegs, and have been placed on one after the other. Hook 5 garters on a peg while standing behind the line to move on to the last event. We've come this far, let's do it. The wedding party stands behind the line and the frilly garters begin to sail through the air. You stoop to pick yours up. Remember, easy does it, John. Right. I knew to the ceiling and had the grin for a reason. He must want me to toss the garter gently for this leg raise. Here goes nothing. Launch it, toss it gently. Focus on the peg in front of you and give the garter a gentle toss. It circles the peg neck before settling gracefully on its base. Bullseye! Nice one. Wait till wedding night. All around you, the wedding party sends your garters floating, sailing, and shooting through the air. I just got a number 5. We're good to go. Your group jogs over to the final end where a bed of ice lies waiting for you. It's chill, open, definitely defying the heat. The last event is the cold feet challenge. Our team will need to hook off the chills as they walk across. Looks like I'm up. In a series of quick strides, Mackenzie crosses the pit in moments before stepping over the edge and beckoning for you to follow. You gaze at the frosty obstacle. Thanks to Penny, I know just how to stay warm. I think I gotta think of Mackenzie to make it across. Come on, John. The water's fine. After a little hesitation, you step in after her, and the bitter cold invades your every thought. Picture a bonfire. Think of Mackenzie. Imagine a frozen tundra. Think of Mackenzie. This is stupid. Lock eyes with Mackenzie, and the rest of the beach melts away, leaving her in a sunny haze. Also, if you thought of, bonfire, that would work too. At least it does for me. But, I think of you any day. I mean, what? A surge of warmth floods your body, and you rush ahead. Water's not the only thing that's fine. Make it over here, and I'm all yours. Almost there. Stop thinking of her. Go, John. You've got this. As you wade across the freezing water, the wind blows, chilling you further. Picture a volcano. Run to Mackenzie. You take a deep breath and picture Mackenzie on your wedding night. I'm gonna go with wedding night, okay? I don't care about the wedding day, but sure, that in a way it makes me heart flutter, but sudden burst of warmth, you race out of the pit and into her arms. No cold feet here. Glad to hear it. The rest of your wedding party wade through the ice, and you shake off your chills to run the final stretch. As you near the finish line, Mackenzie looks back at you and gestures towards the scavenger hunt area, a curious look on her face. The person did say we could run for heart tokens, and it would be awesome way to end this run. Search the beach for heart tokens to boost your wedding score and unlock exclusive wedding date scenes. Without a second thought, you nod to Mackenzie and the two of you charge in the remote corner of the beach to hunt for the heart tokens. You come to a complete stop, heart thudding in your chest as you and Mackenzie survey the area. Okay, where do we look first? Bianca opens a white envelope and reads from a card. Diamonds are a girl's best friend, but a grain of me makes the prettiest pearl. Oh, in the sand. You need sand to make a pearl, so it's gotta be right under us. Bianca cheers in delight as you and Mackenzie drop to your knees and start digging. You push aside the burning grains until finally you find a heart token. Got it. Great, what's next? Later rips his card out of the envelope and calls out the clue. Foam sits on top of me, but the treasure lies in my depths. I must be talking about the water. Foam can float on the top, but everything else would sink to the bottom. You and Mackenzie rush in and splash around, rouging the fish and near the shore. As they disperse, you notice something glinting beneath the surface. Two down, one to go. Bring on the next clue! Kiana's voice floats to you through the chaos of your other castmates. The last token lies where green meets gold. It's gotta be in the... Oh, no, bushes! Oh, shit, I clicked too early. Rest of the circle of rocks and leave no stone unturned. It's not here. Look, the bushes run right into the sand. Mackenzie hurries over to the bushes and moves aside the leaves and branches, exposing the final token. Listen, it's supposed to be a teamwork, okay? That's why we're marrying her in the first place. It's called teamwork makes the dream work. That's it, we got them all, let's go. Mackenzie turns red, and you take off right on her heels. Returns to run. The final surge of strength, you match Mackenzie's stride for stride and cross the finish line together. Immediately, the two of you are surrounded by judges and cameras. Congratulations, that was quite the run. Way to go, John. I gotta get your cardio regimen. That was incredible. Now, let's see them top that. John, you decided to run for the heart tokens and earn +1s for 3 of your party. Who are you giving the tokens to? I almost forgot. Without help from Bianca, Slater, and Kiana, I wouldn't have them to give out, so I think it's only fair that they get the tokens. Yes, add buy +1 to the guest list. You're going to love my friend from Rome. Thanks, John. My roommate has been dying to meet my friends IRL. With my cousin as my wingman, your wedding is officially going to be the event of the century. Now that's settled, Ivy and Vince, you're up. Your team moves off the course as Ivy and Vince's wedding party stretches across the width of the starting line. Vince winks at the cameras. See you soon. Carson flourishes the flag and Vince takes off down the beach, leaving Ivy and the rest of the team behind. What a jerk. Don't let him get to you. Why? We beat him. Like right now, we all know I won. So, I win. We did all we could. Now we just have to wait and hope that it was enough. I know, but I'm just so riled up I can barely sit still. I need something to take my mind off the race. Well, we passed signs for a boardwalk market on the way in. Would shopping help calm your nerves? I was thinking that, or you sitting in my lap, but, you know, hey. Are we, looking for something in particular? As a matter of fact, Carson's orchid got me thinking about the old rhyme. You know, something old, something new. Something borrowed, something blue? Yeah, I bet we could find something that fits the bill, and after the day we've had, I could use a little alone time with you. Only a little? Because he laughs and moves closer, linking her fingers in yours. Or a lot, up to you. If I'm being honest, I just really want you to myself. Sounds tempting. Take a stroll down the boardwalk, Mackenzie, to ease your nerves. You may even find something blue. Miami Boardwalk Market, here we come. After you. The few subtle glances at the preoccupied cast and crew, you and Mackenzie quietly slink off down the beach. You and Mackenzie walk down the beach, fingers interlaced as you head for the boardwalk. Can you believe it? Around the world, no cameras, no direction, just you, me, and pure freedom. The way you tell it, I think we were criminals on the lam and not contestants playing for a free wedding. I'll admit the pros mostly outweigh the cons, but that doesn't mean I'm not excited for the day we wrap permanently, and we can get you, or, well, I can get you all myself. Even if we wrapped tomorrow, you'd still have to share me with, my first love. I mean, shredded cheese? I've seen you eat this stuff by the handful. Hey! Hey! You leave shredded cheese alone. You hear me? No better than anyone to come between you two by now. I value my fingers. No, I mean the law. It's been a long time coming, but I should be graduating soon, and I want you there. Well then, consider it done. I wouldn't miss a moment like that for anything in the world. Just think, first you'll be crossing the stage, and then you'll be making the world a better place. To be honest, between school and this competition, I don't exactly have much time to focus on the future. Two of you slow to a stop as the boardwalk comes into view, the shoreline on your left and the market on your right. And you should stop trying to trudge forward and live in the moment. This should be one of the most exciting times of your life. You're finishing school, getting married. We should just try to enjoy where we are right now. What do you have in mind? You hesitate for just a split second before catching sight of the sun's reflection on the incoming waves. This. Without a second thought, you race over and fall in. As the water rushes up to greet you, you turn and fall into it. Instantly, the sounds of the world are muffled, and the warmth of the sun on your skin is replaced with sudden coolness. You sit up, drenched. John, what are you doing? Sometimes you just have to bring the party to wherever you are. Did you hear? I am the party. Prove it. A large grin overtakes her face, and she charges in after you, splashing you so relentlessly that you seek shelter below the surface. When you come up for air, you return fire until you're both treading water, exhausted but smiling. Welcome to your first lesson of being married to me. I never back down from a dare. I think that's Mackenzie 101. Two of you take your time swimming back to shore. When you arrive, you stretch out on the beach, your soaked clothes steaming in the sun as the water evaporates. Mackenzie reaches for your hand. Moments like this make me feel like you know every part of me. The good, the bad, the ugly. That's because I do, and I haven't found the part I don't love. Oh yeah, what's your favorite? I love your... This one's a tough one. I like her passion, but I also like her vulnerability. Like, remember, like, Mackenzie, the tough girl, you know, ever, like, not letting you in, and then one day she finally did let us in. I love your passion. You go after everything with full steam ahead, and you don't ease up until you get what you want. You make me sound like an attack dog, or like a force of nature. As he looks away, but you see the soft curves of the corner of her mouth. Her gaze falls over the crowds at the market before she stands and offers you her hand. We came all this way. We should at least see what this thing's about. Pick a store, I'm right behind you. After you rise to your feet and brush off most of the sand, Mackenzie leads you into a shop brimming with flowers. I'm not sure what I expected, but it wasn't this. Looks like there's still some parts of me you haven't met after all. I guess you secretly got 2 green thumbs? Something like that. When I was an undergrad, I satisfied my science requirement with an environmental studies class. Part of my grade was learning to tend campus greenhouse, and I've been hooked on gardening ever since. I thought you were from Chicago. I am, but it's not all steel and concrete. You'd be surprised how many of those skyscrapers have rooftop gardens. And it is true. You watch as she drifts like a buzzing bee from flower to flower, gently rubbing the petals between her fingers and taking in the fragrance. After a moment, she calls you over. Find anything you like? No, you don't say not yet. You say, yes, and you just stare at her. But the rhyme's just a silly tradition to bring luck to the couple. Nowadays, I think it's more about accessorizing than anything else. You're probably right, but just in case, how's this for our, something blue? Ooh, that's pretty. I'm not really a big fan of tradition, but I'm a really big believer in luck, and I mean, I'd be a fool not to. Not only has it brought me the best father and little sister a girl could ask for, but it also brought me you. And now we have a little luck of our own to carry us down the aisle. Mackenzie, that's so sweet. Thank you. These particular flowers will be wilted by the ceremony, but we should be able to place an order for the big day. We're really blazing through all the wedding planning, but I think we forgot something major. Enlighten me. We still have to practice kissing at the altar. I'm free right now. Oh, well then how's this? Grab Mackenzie by her waist and draw her until your chest is chest to chest, and claiming her lips in a fiery, fiercely passionate kiss. She matches your intensity and slides her hands down the length of your body before reaching around. A moan escapes your lips, and she takes the opportunity to explore your mouth with her tongue, massaging the gentle flesh until you groan in desperation. She pulls away with a smirk. Women, the biggest tease you'll ever see. You tell me. You and Mackenzie find yourselves wandering the boardwalk, taking in sights and smells together until Mackenzie checks her watch. Queen Priss and Prince Darkness should be finished by now. We should probably head back. All things considered, it's been a pretty great day. Mackenzie shoots you a smile as she sets off in the direction of the set. I told you, I'm the party. Yes, you are, my dear. You are. Later, you and Mackenzie watch anxiously with the rest of your wedding party as Vince and Ivy take on the ice pit. The rest of the wedding party waits impatiently on the opposite end. They're still not done? It's been a pretty disjointed effort, honestly. It's like they don't realize they're a team. On top of that, Vince and Ivy have been arguing non-stop since Carson dropped the flag. That's pitiful. I can't believe they're even making us compete against a sham of a relationship. If they're this bad already, can you imagine what their marriage would be like? Look, they're on the final run. We turn back to see Vince and Ivy bringing up the rear as their entire wedding party makes a break for the finish line. Suddenly, Vince falls to the ground, clutching his foot and screaming in agony. Ah! Vincey, what's wrong? Looks like Vince has taken a nasty spill on the last leg of the race. Let's hope he's alright. No, Penny, you be quiet. Not again. Somebody get the medic. Do not stop filming. What happened? You rush in from the sidelines to get a better look. Mackenzie and the rest of the cast are hot on your heels. As you approach, Vince fixes you with a look that stops you in your tracks. You tried to kill me. What? I'd like to, but, you know. Vince took a tumble, but how will he manage to drag you down with him? Find out more on the next episode of AMA. You tried to kill me! There's a sea urchin in the sand! What the actual... Oh, man. I need help. Anyway. Without further ado, thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Make sure to also hit the bell notification icon so you receive notifications of when content goes live. By the way, Soma is completely up on the channel. Check that out. It's a nice little scary game. Also, feel free to check out our Twitch, where we were streaming Amnesia, The Dark Descent. It was a good game. It was an okay game. Wasn't for me being scary, but, you know, you guys are completely different. And you might want to check that out. It'll be uploaded on YouTube eventually as well. But without further ado, there's also links to our social media, Discord, if you'd like to support me and my channel, which I'm just going to be honest with you, it goes to support more than the channel. It always has, always will, and it right now, especially with the transportation circumstances and everything right now, I need you guys' help more than ever. If you happen to know friends, family, or whatnot that, you know, want to help out me and my two special needs brothers and the desperate, really crappy situation we're in right now, it would be greatly appreciated. Just by sharing, you know, the GoFundMe or Patreon or things like that. It would be hugely, hugely, hugely appreciated. Without further ado, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.